1977, Anti-Sexual Harassment Act. This act was signed by Fidel V. Ramos. Um, Ay, ano yung naglalag? Anthony again. Waray. Waray ka i-scroll. Paano ba to? May isda. Okay. What is this about RE 7877? This is an act declaring sexual harassment unlawful in the employment, education, or training environment and for other purposes. The law was approved on February 14, 1995 and become effective on March 5, 1995, 15 days after its complete publication in the Malaya and Times Journal on February 18, 1995. It is popularly known as the Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 1995. Section 2 of this act, the state shall value the dignity of every individual, enhance the development of its human resources, guarantee full respect of human rights, and uphold the dignity of workers, employees, applicants for employment, student, or those undergoing training, instruction, or education. Towards this end, all forms of sexual harassment in the employment, education, or training environment are hereby declared unlawful. Section 3. Work, education, or training related sexual harassment is defined as um, work, education, or training or related sexual harassment is committed by an employer, employee, manager, supervisor, agent of the employer, teacher, instructor, professor, coach, trainer, or any other person who having authority, influence, or moral ascendancy over another in a work or training or education environment, demands, requests, or otherwise requires any sexual favor from the other, regardless of whether the demand, request, or requirement for submission is accepted by the object of this act. Here are the elements of this act to be committed. First, the offender is an employer, employee, manager, supervisor, agent, of the employer or any other person. Such offender has authority, influence, or moral ascendancy over another in a work or training or education environment. The offender demands, requests, or otherwise requires any sexual favor from the other, regardless of whether such demand, request, or requirement for submission is accepted object by the object of said act. Here, being an offender, it doesn't require that if you are a male or a female. Practically, anybody can be an offender provided the second and third elements likewise exist. The victim and perpetrator can be any gender, and the perpetrator does not have to be always an opposite sex. Second element, such offender has authority, influence, or moral ascendancy over another in a work or training or education environment. Here, authority means the power or right to give orders, make decisions, and enforce obedience. A person or organization having power or control in a particular, typically political or administrative sphere. Influence means the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something to affect or change how someone or something develops, behaves, or thinks. Moral ascendancy. Moral ascendancy is commonly used as a synonym for moral high ground. But in law, it can refer to a possession of authority that can be abused, usually in cases of sexual coercion. Moral ascendancy takes the place of violence, threat, or intimidation in rape cases. How do we describe work or training education environment? It means that sexual harassment may take place in the premises of the workplace or office or in the school or training institution. In a place where the parties were found as a result of work or education or training responsibilities or relations, or at work or education or training related social functions, while on official business outside the office or school or training institution, or during work or school or training related travel. This also be harassment also be made by telephone, cellular phone, electronic mail, or any other form of social media communication. Third element is the third element is the offender demands, requests, or otherwise requires any sexual favor from the other, regardless of whether such demand, request, or requirements for submission is accepted by the object of said act. Here, kahit hindi siya pinagbigyan man siya parang natakot lang, kaya pinagbigyan, ganon. Kahit nangyari, basta may ginawang demand na may kapalit, it falls on sexual harassment na. A work-related or employment environment, sexual harassment is committed when the sexual favor is made in a condition in the hiring or in the employment, re-employment, or continued employment of said individual, or in granting said individual favorable compensation, terms of conditions, promotions, or privileges, or the refusal to grant the sexual favor results in limiting, segregating, or classifying the employee which in any way would discriminate, deprive, or diminish employment opportunities or otherwise adversely affect said employee. The above acts would impair the employee's rights or privilege under existing labor laws, or the above acts would result in an intimidating, hostile, or offensive environment for the employee. Here are some examples of sexual harassment. Yung unwelcome touching or physical contact, suggestive comments or jokes, yung akala mo harmless lang pero pag tinake siya ng ano kung kanino siya naka-address yung joke mo and then na take niya as negative tapos magreklamo siya, then sexual harassment, pasok siya sa sexual harassment na pagka para sa kanya naging offensive yung joke mo. Sexual offensive pictures or sexually explicit emails, text messages, or online interactions such as social media posts. Unwanted invitations to go on dates or requisites for sex or request for sex. Here also makikita natin is yung work-related sexual harassments in national data. They are increasing. 39% of women reported experiencing sexual harassment at work in the last 5 years. 26% of men also reported having experienced sexual harassment. 50% of people who reported having been sexually harassed in the workplace said it had occurred on more than one occasion. Mapapansin niyo dito parang na-imagine niyo yung parang um, ano lang, joke-joke lang, kung ano ka, kung madadala ka sa pananalita nila, sa invitation nila. Um, in a way, parang gradual, papunta na pala doon. Pag dito sa sexual harassment, pagka ikaw, ayaw mo sa joke or ayaw mo sa mga pinapakita sa'yo na mga ano nila, mga advances, pwede niyo siya ireklamo agad. In education or training environment, sexual harassment is committed against one who is under the care, custody, or supervision of offender. Second is against one who is under the care, custody, or supervision of the offender. Apprenticeship, tutorship, entrusted to the offender. And then, when the sexual favor is made in a condition of giving a passing grade or granting of honors and scholarship or the payment of a stipend, allowance, or other benefits, privileges, or consideration, or when the sexual advances result in an intimidating, hostile, or offensive environment for the student, trainee, or apprentice. Here, may imagine mo, when, nung time like, when we were in the academe, may mga teachers talaga or or trainer, sometime when I was in college, may nangyari na ganon. Yung trainer ng sa PE. Sa PE yun. May mga nabuking lang siya nung hindi na siya nakakapagbigay. Doon na. Pinalabas na sexual harassment na siya. Sinexual harassment siya. Kasi nag-take advantage siya doon sa being in power, being being the senior of the student. Dito kasi bisa kay tanggapin at hindi tanggapin yung ino-offer basta may mga advances na ginawa towards sexual ano, pasok siya sa sexual harassment. Any person who directs or induces another to commit any act of sexual harassment as herein defined, or who cooperates in the commission thereof by another, without which it would not have been committed, shall also be liable under this act. So dito yung joke-joke, kasama ka dun sa nag-joke-joke, sabi mo, uy, gusto ka ni ganito, ganyan. Tapos napilitan yung estudyante or napilitan yung empleyado, kasama ka doon sa may liability pag inireklamo ka. Section 4, duty of employer or head of office in work-related education or training environment. It shall be the duty of the employer or the head of the work uh, it would be the duty of the employer or the head of the work-related education or training environment or institution to prevent or deter the commission of acts of sexual harassment and to provide the procedures for the resolution, settlement, or prosecution of acts of sexual harassment. Towards this end, the employer or head of office shall promulgate promulgate appropriate um, rules and regulations in consultation with and jointly approved by the employees or students or trainees through their designated representatives, prescribing the procedure for the investigation of sexual harassment cases and the administrative sanctions therefore. Administrative sanctions shall not be a bar to prosecution in the proper course for unlawful acts of sexual harassment. The said rules and regulations issued pursuant to this subsection shall include, among others, guidelines on proper decorum in the workplace and educational or training institution. Um, it is also the responsibility of the employer to create a committee on decorum and investigation of cases on sexual harassment. The committee shall conduct meetings, as the case may be, with officers and employees, teachers, instructors, professors, coaches, trainers, and students or trainees to increase understanding and prevent incidents of sexual harassment. It shall also conduct the investigation of alleged cases constituting sexual harassment. In the case of work-related environment, the committee shall compose of at least one representative each from the management, the union, if any, the employees from the supervisory rank, and from the rank and file employees. In the case of educational or training institution, the committee shall compose the at least one representative from the administration, the trainers, instructors, professors, or coaches, and students, or trainee. The employer or head of office, educational or training institution shall disseminate or post a copy of this act for the information of all concerned. Bali dito, hindi po pwede, hindi siya acceptable. Isasabihin nila na hindi nila alam tungkol dito sa ano, tungkol dito sa violations sa sexual harassment. Kasi um, dito sa act na to, um, di inoobliga yung employers na i-educate ang kanyang mga tao and then ang kanyang mga empleyado and then yung ah, empleyado and then yung mga students na rin when it comes to academe para ah, yung ano yung office or agency like ano is maging uh, yung mga employees ay maka-feel sila na they are safe. Kasi since alam ng employer kung ano yung mga alam both ng employer and then employees yung sanctions when it comes to violating such act. The employer head of office, educational or training institutions shall disseminate or post a copy of this act for the information of all concerned. Here, Section 5, liability of employer, head of office, education or training institution. The employer or head of office, educational or training institution shall be solidarily liable for damages arising from the acts of sexual harassment committed in the employment, education, or training environment if the employer or head of office, educational, or training institution is informed of such acts by the offended party and no immediate action is taken. Independent action for damages. Nothing in this act shall preclude the victim of work, education, or training-related sexual harassment from instituting a separate and independent action for damages and other affirmative relief. In the independent action of damages against the offender under Section 6, mm, since in the since under Section 5, the employer or head of office or educational training institution, they are solidarily liable. The damages arising from the acts of sexual harassment in the committed, um, ay, nawala na ako. Criminal action for sexual harassment under Section 7, imposable penalty, imprisonment. Nothing shall preclude the victim of penalties. Legal terms. Section 7, penalties. Any person who violates the provision of this act shall upon conviction be penalized by imprisonment or of not less than 1 month nor more than 6 months, or a fine of not less than 10,000 pesos nor more than 20,000 pesos, or both fine and imprisonment at the discretion of the court. Any action arising from the violation of the provision of this act shall prescribe in 3 years. So, kapag ikaw ay naharas, um, pwede mo siya pwede ka mag-file within 3 years. Pero of course, kailangan matandaan mo yung mga dates para maano nila yung 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 complaint mo. Separability clause. In any portion or provision of this act is declared void or unconstitutional, the remaining portions or provisions hereof shall not be affected by such declaration. Section 9. All laws, decrees, orders, rules, and regulations, other issuances, or parts thereof inconsistent with the provision of this act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. This act shall take effect 15 days after its complete publication in at least two national newspapers of general circulation. Yun lang po. Any question?